What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dirtbag EDC. In today's video, we're going to be going over the Kizer Nice Guy. I love this knife. This was probably one of the first ones that, I'm not going to say got me into knife collecting, but that really got me, I guess you could say, more into the budget style knives. And speaking on budget, I guess we'll just straight out of the gate, we'll go for it. This one normally runs about $39 to $40 on Amazon. But when I bought this one, I got it on sale for $29.98. So just under, a touch under $29. So that sub $30 price range. So I definitely consider this one budget. This is, I don't really know. I mean, I would say probably 50 to 60 bucks would be budget for me, but I definitely consider this one budget. You got textured G10 scales. They kind of look a little gray on camera, but they're kind of like a really dark OD green. You got D2 steel. It's got a satin blade finish with a flat grind, and this thing is razor sharp out of the box. I don't currently have any paper. I feel like I should probably get some in my videos, but razor sharp out of the box. You got an overall length of 6.7 inches. The blade is 2.84 inches. The handle is 3.86 inches. You got a weight of 2.54 ounces. You got some pretty good jimping right here on the front in case you want to choke up on it, do some little, specific cuts or something like that. You got some good jimping on the back. Nice little finger choil right here if you want to choke up on that blade. My thumb's not super long, but you kind of can choke up right here if you really wanted to. If you go up here, nice 4-finger grip. Nice little lanyard hole. I've seen some other people talk about how there's a little bit of burring in there from where they do it. I specifically, on mine, don't have any. I mean, I guess maybe a little bit there, but nothing crazy. You got a drop point style blade. You got a liner lock, which if you watched my last video, I'm not a huge fan, but this one's not terrible. I'm not a huge fan of liner locks. We went over that in the last video. I don't like how when you have to do a liner lock, when you close this, yeah, technically your fingers really aren't in the way, but there's always a possibility that you could cut yourself while closing it. You got a nice flipper with, camera doesn't want to focus, but you got actually some jimping on the flipper as well. It's a little hard to see, but it's there. Super smooth action. I don't know, let me see. Semi drop shutty, not anything crazy. I mean, it'll shut, but it's nothing crazy. You obviously got a reversible pocket clip. Again, like I talked about in all my videos, I flip mine to the left side because I carry on mine in my left hand pocket. When you get it, I have owned this knife for a little bit, so obviously I don't have the original packaging or anything like that, but Kizer sends you some pretty cool stuff. You get like a little koala bear kind of little sticker right here. You get another one, action for exploration. Himself what looks to be like a drop bear. I guess that's maybe why they're koalas, because koalas will fall out of trees on top of you, so they call them kind of drop bears. So I guess that makes sense. You get some extra hardware in case you need to replace, I'm guessing probably these, or maybe for your pocket clip or something like that. And then you get a nice little I don't even know what material you would call it. It's like microfiber, kind of like it's like a sunglass lens cleaner, like a little towel or something like that. Pretty cool. Nothing crazy. I mean, like I said, 30 bucks. I mean, you can't really expect too much out of a $30 knife. It gets the job done. Like I said, just under 30 bucks. Nice, good flipper, flat grind blade, good jimping. They do make this in a couple other options. They make it, like I said, this one is D2 steel. You see right there, the Kizer Nice Guy. Right there, D2 steel. It does come in other options. It comes in Nitro V steel, and it comes in 154 cm steel as well. Obviously those are going to be a lot more expensive. I believe the Nitro V is, I think it's 60 bucks. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. And then obviously, as I said, you got the green G10 scales. Right now, I think I actually just looked last night. I think the green G10 and the black G10 scales are currently on sale for that $28.98. So just under 30 bucks right now if you'd like to get your hands on one of those. But they do make it in other than just this G10. They do make micarta scales, and then they also make aluminum scales, and then they also make they're called rich light scales. I personally do not know what that is. I'm not gonna act like I do, but they're called rich light scales, and it comes in a Nitro V blade steel. So I mean, if you're into the more premium ones, then sure, you can go with one of those, but for double the price, I don't see the point of going with the 154 cm or the Nitro V with the micarta handle when I can just get the G10, textured G10 with the D2 steel, and it does me perfectly good. I don't abuse my knives or anything like that. I mean, this is just a normal everyday carry pocket knife. I mean, it's not like I'm not constantly cutting stuff with it. It's just I carry a knife just to have one in case I need it. You know what I mean? It's nothing crazy. I don't do a lot of super hard work with my knives like some people do. I'm not an electrician or anything like that. I'm a superintendent for a construction company, so I'm not actually out there cutting a bunch of stuff with my knives. So it makes sense for me, like I said in my first video on this channel, going with the more budget style knives, trying to keep it under that essentially I would like to keep it underneath that $50 range, but I do know that there are a couple knives out there that I would really like to get my hands on that are around the $60 to $70 range. Another Kizer knife to just give you an example, the Kizer Drop Bear fixed blade. I would really love to get my hands on one of those. That's really one that I want. And then I believe it's a Civivi, but it's the Baby Banter fixed blade as well. I really like fixed blades. I have not found a fixed blade that I am super into. I do sometimes carry a CRKT spew. I'll do a video on that later. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not terrible. I'm not going to get into it too much on this video because it's not about that, but I will do a video on that and give you my thoughts on that one as well. But yeah, I'm trying to find a really good fixed blade. So like I said, I would like to keep this channel underneath that $50 range, maybe $60, but I don't see that happening because, again, like I said, that Drop Bear, just a touch over 50, I believe you can get them for about 55 bucks, maybe 60 bucks. I like the mini harpoon as well. I'd like to get my hands on one of those. There's a decent amount of knives that are just a touch over that $50 range that I would like to get my hands on at some point. Which I probably will, and I'll probably end up doing a video on them. So y'all subscribe and stay tuned for that. And I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I have had this knife for a little while, and I do really like it. Like I said, it is razor sharp. Good, just a nice small package. I mean, you can see folded up. I mean, I can almost cover the whole knife with just one hand. Nice small everyday carry package, kind of like what I'm looking for. Nothing super crazy, not super expensive. Nice little blade profile. Just an everyday, just a good carry. Just an all-around good everyday carry. So let me know what y'all think. Drop a couple comments. Again, on my last video, I just want to give a quick thank you to everybody that left a comment on the last video. I saw a lot of people saying they do like the Ozark Trail knives, or they don't like them, or hey, try this one instead, or this is a good one. That's what I'm looking for. Like I said, I'm new to this, so any advice is very, very appreciated, and any recommendations on knives, flashlights, like little pouches to keep everything in, any firearm accessories. That's what this channel is going to be about. Like I said in my first video, I am going to do a video on a pocket dump at some point on what I carry every single day with me, because I always carry a knife, I always carry my firearm, I always, like, there's certain things that I carry, not one specific thing, like not this specific knife, but I always carry a knife with me. And I am going to do a video on that and show you everything that I do carry. I won't give you any spoilers, but I carry a very, very common firearm. Thousands of other people carry it as well. In my personal opinion, it is the best everyday carry firearm. But we're not going to get into that again. Those are for separate videos. You'll have to subscribe and stay tuned for that. But yeah, same thing as last video. Go ahead and drop a comment on your thoughts on this one. Let me know what you think. Would you buy this one for $29? If you got a Amazon Prime account, you get free shipping. I think it comes out to probably $32 after tax, something like that. So it's an all-around good budget knife. Yeah, drop a couple comments, give me some more recommendations. Let's try to push this in the algorithm. Let's have some conversations. Let's talk about different knives. Let's talk about everything. So yeah, we're gonna close out with that. I appreciate you guys coming back to the Dirtbag EDC. I post every single Sunday. I don't know exactly if I'm gonna have a specific time. I'm just gonna post every Sunday for right now. I may up it, but as of right now, I'm just gonna go once a week. I have a full-time job as well. Yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Drop some comments, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.